What happened there?
I played hooky 136 days in a row. I don't know what the school did, but eventually someone caught on at the school and they started sending letters to my house. You know, and I used to beat the postman to that, you know, I used to see him coming. Because the captain was right across the street from the house. And they had like a green crate in front of me. And I didn't know what time the mailman came every day. And I used, you know, I would go snatch the letters, but something happened that day, I didn't snatch the letter. And I played hooky 136 days that year. And man, when I went home that night, talk about a beating. My dad whipped me from front of the house, the back of the house, up the stairs, down the stairs. And that's a true story.
And the postman?
Yeah, and Greg the postman, Paulie and his brother. Greg the postman, we had a pizzeria around the corner. They had a pizzeria around the corner from the kids on one of the main roads, and he actually grabbed the guy and told him, you ever send him just like you ever send him a letter to that house? You know.
And they stuck his head in the oven?
They did actually. I got out of there. I would. I never got another letter sent to my house.
There's a difference between putting, you know, a brick through someone's window, torching a few cars, but the day that you saw somebody shot for the first time, and
I must have been about 13, 14 years old. I used to go from the Capstan to the pizzeria, you know, right on the corner. And we're sitting there, we used to sit out front, you know, and they had a couple of little tables, you know, there's like pinochle or hearts or brisk or whatever. And we're sitting there one evening, you know, like boom, boom, you know, and it sounded like firecrackers. And this guy, the Leo, come running around the corner. He's holding his hand. I mean, he looked like spaghetti hanging out of his hand. Because he put his hand up to the shotgun. Anyway, it was him. And that was the first time I ever seen anybody, you know, I mean, and that's the scene in the movie where, you know, I put, you know, these aprons around his hand and stuff. Because he came into the pizzeria. I said, I need to get him out of here, get him outside, you know. We don't want to have to deal with this, you know, with the cops and shit. So, you know, I went on a whole bunch of aprons and wrapped his hand up and called the ambulance. He was outside, you know, and that was the first time I ever seen a guy. And they shot him in the head too. They shot him in the head, but the bullet, you know, just scraped the skull. So he was wounded here, wounded there, and he died about two or 3 months later from gunshot poisoning. You know, he was a bookmaker. I guess he screwed somebody and he wouldn't pay him. Whatever. I don't know the whole story behind it, but the guy that he didn't pay was pretty pissed off at him, I guess.
How did it